Hi, Facebook land. This is Lynn coming at you live in St. Louis. And I have for you a very special guest on today. Her name is Silvia Adelman. I just invited her to hop on here with us and talk a little bit about something that's near and dear to my heart that I wanted to share with you. I've already made a little post about it this morning. I was taking my supplements during my morning routine. I love my nutrition, it's not really a multivitamin. It's way more than that because it's helping us with a lot of different things in our world. And I sent the invitation to Silvia. I don't see if she's here yet. If you're watching, drop a comment below. I see there are a few people watching. Comment below so that I can see people are watching, and let me know that you can hear me okay. I am really excited about what's going on today, especially it's Black Friday. Whoop whoop. And who doesn't love deals on Black Friday? I, for one, love a deal. And I also know that other people love deals too. Hi, Heidi. Thank you for tuning in. I'm looking to see Kelly. Thank you. Happy Black Friday. I am so over going out and racing and fighting the crowds. So I do all of my Black Friday shopping from home with my fingers. I let my fingers do the walking when it comes to Black Friday. And I see a lot of people hopping on, but I don't see our special guest Silvia yet. I have invited her, double checking. The invitation was sent. Yes. See how this will. And until I see her in the comments as a viewer, I can't invite her again. So, meanwhile, I'm going to start talking because I do have the gift of gab, as I've been told by many people in my family. The promotion that we've got going is I'm not just on here because of a Black Friday deal. I'm on here because I want to share with you all how there she is. Okay, let me see. Silvia wants to join you. Yes. I'm saying yes, I approve Silvia joining me. There we go. She's coming on. Here she comes. I'm going to give proper introductions. Here she's joining the wonders of technology. Isn't this great? There she is. Hi, Silvia. Thank you for joining us. Can you hear me okay?
Oh my gosh, I can, absolutely.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to hold I'm in the car. I apologize that it's shaking because I have no place
just
to
grateful.
prop it.
I'm grateful you said yes because this was short minute.
Oh, that's awesome. I apologize. Greg has to trying to do something here, so hopefully you'll be able to hear me with no distractions.
Yes, I
Lynn,
can
how
hear
are
you. We can
awesome.
hear you.
How you doing?
I'm grateful. Thank you for doing this. I know you said that you were out with family today, so this is a nice treat that you could break away and hop in the car where it's a little quieter.
Well,
and join us for a few minutes. But I want to introduce you all. This is the first time Silvia has been on with us here on my Facebook feed. So I thank you, number one. Number two, who is she? Why would I have her on here? Well, she and I have become friends. We met each other in North Carolina in May. We became fast friends because we share a lot of things in common, mainly our wellness journey. And we are both doing what we can to get our health in check and to release some weight.
Yep.
So I asked Silvia on here today if she could share with us what she is doing, some of the tips or tricks that she has that she can share with us about her wellness journey and releasing weight so that we learn a little bit more about her and we've locked arms, she and I have, because we want to get healthy and we want to thrive in 2025. So Silvia, go ahead and take it away. What would you like to share with us first?
Oh my gosh, just to share that a couple things, I'm so thankful to be on with everybody. And yeah, Lynn, it's been a struggle. So many women, I'm just turned 59 in August, and I'm able to share probably a little bit more doing this live with you than probably that's been out there, getting a little bit more personal. But goodness, I think it was 15 years ago that my thyroid went. It just completely kiboshed and failed. And I was somebody that has always been healthy. Let me back up. Thin. But that doesn't always mean that you're healthy. Big runner and everything like that, and started gaining weight. And yes, I do have the autoimmune version, so I have Hashimoto's, and it has just dominoed into such massive weight gain for myself, and trying to do all the old things that I thought worked that actually don't. And so moving forward and understanding that it's about healing my body, and that's the journey that I have been on. And I am so incredibly thankful to be able to have Tracy's products to be able to do that for myself. Mm-hmm. So what I do, and I hope this helps people, is it's getting away from the mindset of, okay, trying to work out so hard or really lessen my caloric intake. It's more about nourishing my body and being kind to my body and being kind to me and filling myself with things that are going to make me feel better, if that makes sense. So once I started wrapping my brain around that this is a little different. Can you hear me? Hang on a second. Lynn, can you hear me? Hang on, Lynn. Hang on. How do I do this? Hang on 1 second, Lynn. Can you hear me now? Because I can't hear you. Help me for 1 second, please. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Hang on, Lynn. I need to get off this Bluetooth.
All right, so we got to get off.
I got to get off Bluetooth.
Current.
Go in before it closes.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
I'm just going to park here, and you can figure it out. I'll leave the car.
Okay, there we go.
You get off Bluetooth
now?
Roll down windows and turn off the car.
Can you hear me now? We can hear Silvia, but we can't hear Lynn.
There we go.
Okay.
Can you hear me now?
You know what? An alarm just went off on my phone, and that turned my volume off. That's something new I just learned.
And then something on my end is it connected me to Bluetooth, but all I kept hearing was just a lot of background noise. So I apologize. So I'm here. So
sorry about that, folks. But now I know.
Sorry, everybody.
Has its drawbacks.
Yeah, driving in the car definitely has some drawbacks.
Well, I'm not saying that. I didn't turn alarms off on my phone, and I didn't think about that before we jumped on this.
Oh, how funny. Sorry about that.
Anyway, but
it made things exciting. But so for me, it's been about, with Tracy's products, learning to nourish my body. And you and I had some texting this morning, Lynn, and I really feel with the two products that happen to be on for our sale today, our Black Friday sale, have helped me tremendously, truly, with starting that journey. I'm finding because of the one that I'm eating less, I'm eating a lot less. I'm not craving the sugar and the carbs as much as I did before.
Yeah.
Has that happened for you as well?
Yes. Not only that, but I feel full when I do eat a meal because these are all vitamins, herbs. Yeah, they're not vitamins as much. They're whole plant food. Yes. So you're getting fruits, vegetables, and herbs with every serving. And some days, we were traveling last weekend, and we knew we were going to be eating crappy the whole weekend. Yep. So we were doing things that were simple, like jerky and dried fruit and things like that for snacking, and nuts and nut butter and all of that. We were doing 2 of these a day, and we were not fazed by it at all, because that is like that is one of the worst diets that you could go on. It's like going camping and living off the land. Because we were in seminars the whole time from 9 to 9. So jumping out for an hour to grab something, it was just pointless to try to go into a restaurant and scarf your food down. Might as well do something that's wholesome for you.
Absolutely.
And we felt more comfortable because we were doing the wholesome routine versus the rush and getting in and out. And the other thing with what I noticed with traveling, it's so much easier than taking 3 pill slits with all of the 5 days worth of supplements in it. This is a very convenient way to travel. You just take what you need for your days away. And the pain that I was experienced from being on a plane for all of that time, because you can't get up and move around very often. That's where our anti-inflammatories came in tremendously, because I knew I've been suffering from chronic discomforts since auto accidents when I was still living in New York in my 20s. And they were fender benders. It wasn't dramatic. The cars weren't totaled. No airbags went off, but it still impacted. I got whiplash and didn't know it. And it did something to my low back, which I didn't realize, because when you're 20 and you're fit and you're limber, you don't go to a doctor. Say, hey, I was just in a car accident. What could be wrong with me? You don't find that out until years later. So I was actually taking the script version of ibuprofen, 800 milligram capsules, 1 a day. The doctor saw how much pain I was in. And then I started down what people nowadays call the rabbit hole of research, and learned what it was doing to my body, because I was taking a synthetic pain medicine. And I stopped cold turkey in the 99-2000 time frame. And I didn't go back and get my script refilled, because that's when I found out what it was doing. So I've been living with discomforts. It hasn't been that bad, because when you stay limber and you exercise and you do all those things, I was bowling, playing volleyball, that kind of stuff, I was still staying active. It's when I started the inactivity, when you hit 50 and you stop doing some of those things for social reasons or whatever the case, that's when the pain started coming back a little bit stronger. And the natural anti-inflammatories that are in here, plant-based, are phenomenal. And I felt relief and more comfortable than I had in years after 20 minutes having taken 2 of these. And I will never go without taking these any longer, because of the comfort that I feel. And it's not just physical, it's also emotional. Because I know that I can move more quickly. I can do things with more stamina. I don't have to worry about the pain creeping up on me. And if it does, I just pop another 1 or 2 in, and then I can go on. Especially gardening, dealing with house plants, everyday things around the house. Sometimes reaching for a light bulb can do a body bad. Just everyday aches and pains are a thing of the past now with being on. And the benefits of what we're taking, because this is something some of my followers don't fully understand. Liposomal matters when it comes to what you put in your body, because it goes directly to God's a miracle maker, of course, we know that. But what he did with our bodies, when you take something that's liposomal delivery, which in layperson's terms means it's more liquid and your body knows what to do with it better than a synthetic, it goes directly to the problem area. So it doesn't skirt around by jumping from your gut to your intestine or someplace where it's not needed. It goes straight to the pain point. It goes straight to the inflammation. It goes straight to that major organ that needs to be repaired. That's another genius thing that Dr. Tracy has done. I know I'll call him Dr. Tracy because I have the utmost respect for the man, but you're a personal friend, so you can call him whatever you want.
Brilliant. I will call him brilliant.
Yes, he's brilliant for sure. And the man brings so much to the table with his experience and his travels. And every time I listen to him speak, I am just in awe of what the man can share with us. And he dumbs it down so me, a layperson with no science, fully understands it.
I love it. I love it
about him.
He is
and that's what else, the other thing I wanted to talk about, the one, when he put these together, he's got a great story about the enzyme that's in here. And we've got all these people out there right now pushing a single capsule for an enzyme. Without an enzyme in your stomach, it doesn't digest your nutrients properly, regardless, whether you eat it or take it in encapsulated format. That's just something you have to understand. So there's a lot of people out there selling pre, post, and probiotics, like the three. If it's not quality, it's not going to do anything for you. It'll go straight through you. It might give you a more quicker expelling process, if you want to look at it that way, but you're just expelling it quicker. You're not it's not finding its place. And the story about the Indian, which is pretty fascinating. I'm probably going to butcher it. If you know it, you're welcome.
Go ahead.
Apparently, back in the Old West, and that's an era that I love about our American history, a Native American.
I don't know if I'm on still. I don't understand what's happening. Lynn, I don't see you, and it's telling me I'm joining.
Okay, this is take 2. I hope y'all can hear me again. I wanted to get this all wrapped up within 30 minutes, and I do apologize for all the technical issues. But I have learned some things today about the way the iPhone operates when it goes live on Facebook. So drop a comment if you're sticking with us and you can hear. I would love your feedback because I know that this has been a little bit of a challenge, but I want to wrap it up in the next 4 minutes or so we're done by the bottom of the hour. And okay, thank you, Silvia. Bring them on the video. Send the invite. Here she comes. Oh, there she is. Oh, thank you.
I'm afraid to move. I don't want to move. I don't want to do anything. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Can you hear me okay, or is it faint? Very low?
No, I can hear you.
Okay, great. Okay, I just wanted to wrap it up because I didn't want to take too much of your time. Bless your heart for joining us. I'll do really quickly the Indian story because that's where we ended up. The Indian got gut shot by a bullet, and his skin and flesh was open so that the doctors could see inside the stomach lining. And what they had done for, I don't know how many days they did this, I can't remember the details, they allowed him to eat to see what would happen to the food in his stomach as he was eating. And then they also dropped something into his stomach through the hole to see if his stomach enzymes would actually consume that food, and it did not. It needed some kind of help. It needed a helper. So just eating something does not promote the stomach enzymes to digest your food. You need some kind of an additive in there, and that's what the biotics, pre, post, probiotics do for us. And Dr. Tracy was a genius and put all the really good ones into this little brownish colored gel cap that's part of the comprehensive, so what we call a complete whole food nutritional formula.
Yeah. Love it.
And in doing that, he made it happen. He saw to it that all of that stuff gets to its proper place in our bodies for all the nutrients and all the formula value that we need to operate optimally, all of our insides. And that's as much as I need to know, and I don't care about any of the details.
Yeah. And that's why I love these 2 products that are happening today until midnight Central for our Black Friday sale. Is when I look at those 2 products, I in my mind, I think they're foundational.
Yes.
believe that's what we're building. It's the building blocks of what we need to gain back our health. And foundational for two things, our gut. So I love that you had brought that up, Lynn, and our inflammation. It's a just incredible 1-2 punch for that, to be able to get our bodies back to what we need to be at. We're lacking so much, and that's why I was, earlier when I was saying how I'm eating less sugar, I'm craving less sugar, I'm craving less carbs, because I'm feeding my body with nourishment, and I'm getting myself, gosh, even back to the baseline, you know, of what I needed to be, that foundation. That's why I love this Black Friday sale.
Yes, and the Black Friday sale, which we haven't really spoken of very much, you buy two and you get two, which is unheard of. Not only that, but what I also love about the company altogether is we always have free membership. We always have free shipping, and every product is a wholesale price. So nobody gets a special treatment. So people who join as a customer, people who join as a partner distributor, we all pay the same price. So we're not up in the markup for our friends and family to join us on this wellness journey. And that's what I'm all about. I want more people to be less sick and join us on this journey, because as a country, it's really disheartening to understand that we are the most unhealthy country in the world. And it's one thing to have beautiful skin or to have gorgeous nails, but if you're not well on the inside, the rest of it doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't matter. But gosh, Lynn, though, even saying that, don't you think that once you start taking care of the body inside, the skin is our largest organ. So once we start taking care of our body on the inside, it is going to reflect from the outside. You're going to see skin's going to look healthier, more vibrant. And that's what we're doing, healing ourselves from the inside out, which I absolutely love. And then going back, I just want to touch real quick on the Black Friday deal that we're doing right now. Buy two, get two. So you're going to get the one and restore. That's $118 in savings. That's pretty amazing. And that's going to set you up to start that healing process for your body, to start that weight loss for your body, because it's going to happen. And I absolutely love that people are starting to wonder, starting to question about health and what does that mean, because so many people didn't know what they didn't know. I didn't know what I didn't know. And we at LifeWise are truly on the path of teaching people. Why I love Tracy's in the lab on Tuesdays. It's absolutely incredible. So we want to be able to teach people, what does that mean? What does that look like to be healthy? What does it mean that your cells have been so lacking with nourishment for all these years? And this is why you may feel the way you feel. And we believe that, and of course, we can't say that we cure anything. Of course, none of that. And I'm sorry, I'm holding my hand up, but.
And we're all given personal testimonies. We're not given any advice on medical claims or anything like that. What I told you in the previous live was my personal experience with all my discomforts and my neck and back and everything. But we all carry inflammation in our body. And that's what I want to get to. Also make mention that these two products combined are some of the best gut health products that I have encountered. And I had been taking a trio of products. Now I'm only taking two, so I'm saving some money. And it's not only addressing my gut health, it's also addressing my inflammation in other areas of my body as well. So that's what I'm really excited about, is because it's not specific to one thing. It's actually multi-dimensional, so to speak. And that's where I've been talking to people today too about what's coming up for 2025 and the Wise Weight System. Which is a complete weight management system, whether you need to go down or it's the healthy way to maintain weight. And it's doctor written, it's doctor supervised in the sense that we have accountability, and there's going to be an app involved somehow. I don't know details. I just hear rumblings, and it's not rumors. It's actually coming from reliable sources. And it also includes this. Without getting your gut in line, what's the point of going into the next phase of weight management? If your gut is leaking and all that crap is getting out into your body, that's where your pain's coming from. That's where all of the issues and because all disease begins in the gut.
Right.
That's fact. And they've known that for several hundred centuries. I'm not speaking anything new. So as long as we can get our gut in check, then we can do what the rest is going to fall into place. And that includes our brain.
Yes.
There's a direct connection between our gut microbiome and our brain microbiome. We all know, not all of us, I only recently learned the brain has a biome, a microbiome. So the two of them communicate through something called the vagus nerve. Again, I'm getting geeky, but it travels up your spine from the gut lining into the brain through the bloodstream.
Amazing. Yep.
And the bloodstream is where a lot of people are suffering right now because type 2 diabetes is the #2 cause of premature death, premature limb loss, and premature blindness in our country. And I know this because my doctor, my naturopath practice, is focusing on diabetes this month in November. November is the month of diabetes awareness. These are important things. I lost my grandmother to diabetes. She went blind first she lost her limb and had to amputated, her left leg amputated, not once, but in 2 spots, below the knee once, and then 3 years later above the knee because of diabetes. Then she went completely blind.
Wow.
So it's got to stop. We got to put an end to it. And we know the solution. We know what to do.
Yep.
We know how to fix it.
Yes.
And it's not to over-medicate our country.
No.
We don't have to over-medicate. Diabetes can be controlled with proper nutrition, under doctor supervision, all of these things. And I pray for anybody who comes across it, because I was pre-diabetic until about 7 years ago on my official medical chart. And I started dramatically changing the way I did things. Sugar intake, it's not the only thing. Sugar and carbs, because carbs turn into sugar, all of that. I'm preaching to the choir when I talk to you, but I need to let people out there know that you can get well. You don't have to live with this as a death sentence the rest of your life.
Absolutely.
And if you're ready to make a change, we're here to help you. And we have a promotion going on right now that is going to save you a dramatic amount of money. And if it's not right for you, you probably know someone in your world who can use what we've got.
Absolutely.
So down below, comment, tag, share, all those things. Let us know if you want us to lock arms with you, because we will go every step of the way with you to help you regain your health and live a life of longevity and vitality. And that's all we want to do. We want to help you.
So true. Oh, thank you, Lynn.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
And I saw Greg pop in. I saw his arm.
He just popped in.
Thanks, Greg, for letting us borrow your wife for the last 45 minutes of technical issues.
We apologize for all with the crazy technical. And then, of course, like trying to hold your hands like from not shaking. Oh, my goodness. So I'll start traveling with one of those phone holders. You have an incredible day, Lynn. Thank you so much. This was wonderful. And please get a hold of Lynn, and she is ready to lock arms with you, and let's make 2025 the year of getting healthy.
Yeah.
All right.
Amen.
Good.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks again.
Yes.
Bye, everyone.
Bye. Take care.
You too. Be well, be blessed, and above all, be happy.